The boy from Madeira with a dream bigger than the island. A full narrative inspired by the true journey of Cristiano Ronaldo. On a small rugged island in the Atlantic Ocean, Madeira there, lived a boy whose dreams stretched far beyond the mountains that guarded its shores. His name was Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. And from the moment he could walk, it seemed he was destined to run and to chase something greater. A humble beginning. Cristiano grew up in a tight, hard-working family. His father, José Diniz, was a kit man at the local club Andorinha, and young Ronaldo spent hours watching the older boys train. Eventually, he joined them. He was tiny, skinny, and shy, yet fast, fierce, and impossibly determined. He played barefoot in narrow streets, using whatever he could find for a ball. Neighbors would laugh and say, "That kid never stops." He didn't, and he wouldn't for the rest of his life. A talent too big for an island. By the time he was 10, everyone in Madeira knew about the boy who ran like lightning. Coaches fought for him. His mother, Dolores, watched with pride and worry. Dreams were expensive, and life was not easy. At 12 years old, Cristiano made the hardest decision of his young life. He left his family and flew alone to Lisbon to join Sporting CP. He cried every night at first, homesick, bullied for his accent, and far from the sea and mountains he loved. But quitting was never an option. His dream was louder than his fear. A heart that kept racing. At 15, doctors discovered he had a heart condition, tachycardia. He was told he might never play again. For a boy whose world revolved around a ball, it felt like the sky had fallen. But modern surgery and Cristiano's will pulled him back. Onto the field in weeks, the dream survived. The night everything changed. At 18, Sporting played a friendly against Manchester United. Cristiano tormented their defenders so badly that United's players begged their coach, Sir Alex Ferguson, "Boss, you have to sign that kid." A few weeks later, the boy from Madeira was in England, wearing the number 7, once worn by legends, becoming Ronaldo. At United, Cristiano transformed from a skinny kid full of tricks into a global superstar. He won Premier League titles, a Champions League, and his first Ballon d'Or. But more importantly, he learned discipline, leadership, and sacrifice. A move that shook the world. In 2009, Real Madrid paid a world record fee to bring him to Spain. There, Cristiano achieved what many thought impossible. He became one of the greatest players in the history of the sport. 450 goals, 4 more Ballon d'Or awards, countless trophies, legendary duels with Lionel Messi, nights that made Bernabeu tremble. He broke records as if they were stepping stones, beyond the numbers. Despite the fame, Ronaldo never forgot Madeira. He built museums, hotels, and helped the island after natural disasters. A champion everywhere he goes. He won titles in England, Spain, Italy, and led Portugal to its first major trophies. Euro 2016, Nations League 2019. The boy from the island became the pride of a nation. A dream fulfilled, but never finished. Even after decades at the top, Cristiano still trains harder than players 10 years younger. He still wants more. He still believes, because the dream that began on the streets of Madeira never left him. It only grew, and in doing so, it inspired millions who come from small places, tough beginnings, or impossible odds. In the end, the world learned what he always knew. Dreams don't need to be born in big places. They only need to be big enough to carry you beyond them.